This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
City officials in Hazard issued a water supply emergency Friday because of a number of water line breaks in places like Hazard, Leatherwood, and Big Creek. Because many in the Leatherwood community are still without water tonight as a result, water is being given away to anyone affected at the Cornettsville Fire Department. WYMT's Justin Case is there as cases are being loaded into people's cars, and he's live to begin our coverage. Justin.
Steve, right behind me, you're going to see the cars lined up. Firefighters have been carrying out the cases of water and loading them into the cars. But let me first start with an update because I just talked with city officials earlier today. They say that the good news is today there were no new water main breaks and only a few leaks detected. That means that water levels are actually replenishing at a good rate. They say best case scenario, if we continue at this streak with no more breaks, water could be restored as early as tomorrow, likely tomorrow evening. Worst case scenario, if there are more water main breaks, it could be by the end of the week. In the meantime, firefighters are handing out cases of water to anyone in need, and people here just hope that the outage is not close to what it was last year.
You don't have bath water and you don't have water to cook with, but we're appreciative of people doing this where we can have water. Real appreciative.
And Steve, you're going to see behind me, I mean, there are more cars and trucks parking here lining up to get water. Now, this fire department is open from 4 to 8 daily until the water comes back on. They say that tomorrow is the only exception. They're going to be open from 5 to 9. Each family is going to get 3 cases of water. You can see the pallet over there loading up the trucks. We're going to have much more on this developing story tonight at 11. Steve?
All right, Justin Case, thank you very much. And that water shortage meant no running water at Leatherwood Elementary today, but school was still in session. WYMT's Macy Marie stopped by to check out what teachers used instead of water fountains, sinks, and bathrooms.
Going without does not keep these students at home.
It's important that we do focus on instruction.
Monday, there was no running water at Leatherwood Elementary. But instead of canceling classes, educators found solutions.
It's very hands-on in dealing with issues like this.
When it comes to not having water, well, teachers, they have an answer. Hand washing stations are set up throughout the building, so whenever a student needs, they are able, with the help of a teacher, to wash their hands. And when it comes to cooking, Perry County school officials brought in their mobile kitchen and a few extra people to help out.
It's really no longer than usual. We start about 10:45. We're usually done around 12:15.
Teachers say after missing several days recently due to snow, they want kids in the classroom when the weather is nice and they can get to school safely.
Being in school is critical. We really need to be here. The students need to be here.
And for many students,
they actually enjoy getting to try something new, something cool. I think every student in the buildings wash their hands at least 10 times. They like the new systems.
Well, those little ones not minding the situation for now. In Perry County, Macy Marie, WYMT Mountain News.
The principal says there have been no major issues at the school because of the water outage, but teachers do hope they have running water again soon. A Pike County man is accused of setting his own home on fire. Investigators arrested John David Atkins yesterday. A state trooper says Atkins and his live-in girlfriend got into an argument. During that confrontation, police say he hit the woman and then set the home on fire with himself and his girlfriend still inside. Atkins is charged with arson and wanton endangerment. Now, take a close look at this picture we're about to show you. Police in Hazard say it is a counterfeit $100 bill. Investigators say businesses have been calling them about the fake cash, and they also include $50 bills. They want everyone to keep a close eye out for them. If you see one, you should call them at 606-436-2222. We now know the name of a man who was killed after being hit by multiple vehicles in McCreary County. It happened around 10:30 last night on US 27 in the Pine Knot community. Police say 43-year-old Adam Slavin was walking in the southbound lanes when a car hit him into the other lane, where he was then hit by 3 more vehicles. Slavin was pronounced dead at the scene. The road was closed for nearly 4 hours while officials cleared the scene. No drivers were hurt and no charges are being filed. Meanwhile, 2 cars hit a Knox County man and killed him last night. Investigators say this happened near the entrance of Parkway Plaza on US 25E. Police say James Morgan was first hit by a Ford Explorer. The person driving that SUV stopped to call for help, but during that time, Morgan was hit by another car. He was 75 years old. Clay County officials say the number of expired licenses in their county has increased in the past year since the government stopped sending notices out reminding people to get their license renewed. More and more people are just forgetting to head to the DMV. Since November, 296 licenses have expired in Clay County alone. The clerk's office says they're trying to contact people to let them know, but the list just keeps getting larger. If you go more than a year without renewing your driver's license, they say penalties will occur.
If you go over a year, you have to take the written test over, which is like the permit test. If you go over 5 years, you have to completely start over. A good way to look at it is every year on your birthday, because it runs out a month after your birthday, look at your driver's license.
Officials say the new Kentucky license will allow you to wait up to 8 years before renewing.
And rain showers are starting to increase as we head into those overnight hours along with the cloud cover. Good news is it's at least a little warm out there. You can see here on US 119 and Pine Mountain started out with those sunny skies, and that rain really came in and is really taking over there as well. So looking at satellite and radar, you could see those clouds increasing, rain chances increasing, especially down into the Cumberland Valley. And now most of us are getting in on just some light rain. If we scan the skies now, looking at pinpoint Doppler, showing a little bit heavier down into Breathitt County, that southern eastern part of it, and then even moving into Clay County as well, into Leslie County. Then we're going to see that rain really continuing throughout the overnight hours. Temperatures, though, they're in those upper 50s to lower 60s. Those spots that have already seen rain a little bit cooler down into the Cumberland Valley, showing a 53 in London. Now, good news is we'll see those warmer temperatures continue as we head throughout the rest of the work week. Daily rain chances, though, continue on and off really throughout the work week as well. Cold front will come through and cool us off tremendously once again. We'll break down those full forecasts in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Paige. The flu continues to spread across Kentucky. 98 of the 120 counties in the state now report at least one confirmed case. An increase in cases in Lexington led UK Healthcare to take steps to stop the flu from spreading. The hospital has placed temporary visitor restrictions because of the rise in flu cases. Anyone with flu-like symptoms will not be allowed to visit UK Hospital. Only 2 visitors will be allowed in a patient's room at a time, and anyone under the age of 12 will not be allowed to visit.